Ents. Did it work? I'm just gonna assume that it worked. You guys are sitting in lunch. People are packing up. They're removing their tacos from their plates and getting ready to go. Is there any last-minute NPC or person or thing that you try to do before lunchtime is over and you head back to class? I'm gonna take that as a no.
Nope.
Okay, well you head back to class then. You guys all go to the same class. First one to say a class wins.
English.
Bonglish?
Bonglish? Okay.
It's where we play the bongo.
Yeah, you go back to the class of English, and all of you have Maxwell Tobias. Now, if you'll excuse me, children, we're going to be talking about the blue curtains in the blue curtains. TX Maxwell.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Next week is going to be the yellow wallpaper. If you wouldn't mind just reading over that entire book before next week, that would be absolutely lovely. We'll do Abram. Abram, how did can you name a symbol from the Odyssey?
The Odyssey.
Yes.
I didn't read that at school.
Then that means Abram didn't read it.
Yes, Abram reads everything. Argos? Is that a symbol?
Yes! Very, very good, Abram.
Nice. Do you want me to do it like more in character?
Absolutely not, no.
Okay, because he would just say Argos, honestly.
Aurelio, did you read
Did I read what?
The Odyssey?
Yeah, man.
Can you name a character from The Odyssey? Aurelio just starts sweating. It's pouring down his face. It's drenching the desktop.
Like they wasn't part of our class. Odysseus.
Odysseus.
Very, very good. Excellent. Absolutely lovely.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Oh my god. Nyx didn't say this, but I imagine she just like face palms. Like
Yep. Yes, she does.
I got you, boy.
Barkley, can you also name a character from The Odyssey? James Dean. No. No.
Oh. Got him.
You did your best.
At least you named a name this time.
Yeah, man, I got it, right? Knowing actors now.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And then you go to your last class, which is PE every day.
No.
Next, you walk around the outside of the track, which I guess is around the soccer field. And as you walk by the forest, everything gets silent.
She pays it no mind and keeps jogging.
Fuck, Nyx, come on.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you enjoy a lovely day of kickball.
Do I get hit in the face again?
Outside, in the middle of the soccer field, a ball flies through a window. Zoom, and homes in on Nyx. Make a dexterity saving throw.
It's like she's a magnet.
Magnix. Yay!
It flies right at her, and you catch it in your left hand and squeeze, and it explodes.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Yes?
Are you being serious?
Yes.
Yeah.
She, like, looks at her hand and the remainder of the ball, and then she, like, pokes the center of her palm.
You feel it? Feels like your palm.
The fuck? She walks into the gym with the remnants of the ball. She's like,
I think you look back at the gymnasium, and the fire escape doors open, and like Avery, Azura, and like Barkley went to go like get the ball after it jumped out the window. You weren't that far away from the gym, and I think they're just staring at you.
those crappy balls that they give us, right?
Right? Yeah. Sorry about that. Thanks for getting it for us, Seema.
Yeah, it, sorry.
Don't worry about it. You enjoy your walk. Yeah. And then they all just creep back inside, and the door slowly shuts.
She's like still staring at her hand.
Getting her powers back.
What do you do after school? I believe Abram already has a thing that he is doing.
Is there volleyball practice today?
Yep.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
She's there.
Okay. And next,
She's like
Seema's...
She's messing with the soundboards before the game.
Right. Sound understandable. I guess this is just leaving Aurelia unaccounted for then. Aurelia, where do you do? Where do you go? Who are you with?
Soccer field.
Soccer field? What are you doing?
I'm just waiting.
Okay. I think
No,
we
I'm-
I think we cut
I'm looking
to
at the forest. Yeah.
I think
just
we
kinda
cut
like-
to Aurelia, who's sitting out in the middle of the soccer field, sitting on the ground with like
I have food with me.
like a sandwich and a lunchbox or
Yeah.
something like that, and you're just
I'm doing homework.
munching and reading and just staring at the forest every now and then, and I think you're there for like hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nothing happens. Should I go home?
Aurelio.
Oh.
Yeah, a shadow suddenly eclipses you. What are you doing out on the soccer field so late? You don't do sports.
No, you're right. I lost track of time, sir. It was a nice day out, and I was doing my homework out here.
Oh, I see, I understand. Outdoors are good, though I was never really one for much myself when I was younger, but I appreciate it later as I'm older now.
Yeah, you lived in the city, though, right? Like
Yes,
outdoors.
indeed. I lived in the city.
Yeah. Well, what time is it, by the way?
Aurelio,
Yeah.
are you sure?
That doesn't sound right.
What doesn't sound right?
You live in the city?
He kind of like looks down at himself, and then back to you, and he's like,
Oh, no. My apologies. The country. Silly me. I'm very tired from yesterday, you see.
It is getting kind of late, huh?
Yes, indeed. Oh, so used to waking up early in the
There's
morning
been-
on the farms.
What'd you say?
I'm used to waking up early. I'm tired this late. Well, what are you doing out here anyway?
Hello?
Hello? I see. He can't hear us.
I can't hear you. I know you're talking, but I can't hear you.
"Oh, Fortuna."
Please help me.
I can't help him.
I knew you were talking in his voice upstairs, but I couldn't hear you.
Well, can you hear me now?
DM, please don't do that.
Oh,
to me.
Fortuna.
Oh no. Oh no. Leo.
I've killed her.
you
I've
go.
killed her.
Oh, yeah,
There you
she's
go.
back.
What you
Okay,
said.
good.
What were you saying?
Oh, I'm used to waking up early out on the farms. I get tired early in my old age.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I definitely thought you lived in like farmland kind of area. Yeah. Gosh, I must be getting kind of drowsy too, I guess.
Maybe you should head home.
Yeah, I've got one more page left. I'm just gonna finish this bad boy up. Gotta be ready for the class tomorrow, because today wasn't so good.
Well, I hope it goes better tomorrow.
Thanks, Chief.
And he pats you on the back, and you nearly die.
Yeah.
And he heads back over to the gym to continue watching the match that is happening with Abram. Roll a dexterity check.
Oh boy.
A dexterity check.
Just the we're using the basic stuff.
20.
All right, we hard cut to Abram, who is mid-air, smashing a volleyball straight down onto the other court, and it impacts Barkley right in the face.
Why do I always hit people?
And he launches back like 5 feet. And then like Avery just like looks at him and he's like, whoa! And Barkley like raises up a thumb, he's like, I'm good! And he sits back up again. He's got like this big circle imprint like on his forehead. Azura like smacks you on the back. And Barkley goes to grab the ball and give it the serve up again. You guys are all pretty sweaty. Daniel's there. What?
Daniel's what?
Daniel's just kind of hanging out there.
He's just there.
He's just there. He hasn't really gotten the ball at any point. You have him more for when the ball goes really past over your heads and you need someone to go grab it. So he only gets like a serve up every now and then. Actually, I think he's really good at serving. Like I think that's like his exceptional skill. Is like everyone else has like a thing that like they're sporty, and he's just like I can hit the ball really good that one time.
Oh my god. Oh,
When
no.
it's not being hit by other people.
I love them too. Okay.
I think actually on the bleachers you see Gant as well. He has a sketchbook.
Oh, he drawing that booty.
I hope so.
He's sitting on like the complete opposite side of the bleachers from where Nyx is.
I was gonna say, is he always there? But I just realized he existed like yesterday, so never mind.
Is he always there? Yeah, I think he's been. This is more than. This is not the first time we've seen this.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Curious.
Yeah. But you continue your practice. Nyx, do you do anything? Do you?
I'm explaining to another like techie, and so
Cassidy.
if you hit this, I'm explaining to Cassidy. Then, if you hit this button, we'll actually get the "Let's Get Ready to Rumble" jock jams going, which is
God.
standard. And if you
Right.
hit
Okay.
every button on
All right.
this first row,
That's a lot of buttons.
there's sound effects.
I don't.
And she hits a button and air horns start to go off.
It's very loud. How dare you? No.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
no.
That was pretty loud. She says, like scraping the inside of her eardrums with her pinky. Like
And they have like headphones on too, so that only they can hear and they're not disturbing the game.
Oh, okay.
And she turns down the dial.
That is not true. I think that you just had it unplugged. I think everyone heard that. I want everyone to have heard that. Please don't take this from me.
Aurelio in the
Okay.
fields. What the fuck?
And she motions to one button. This button, hit it if someone gets hit in the face. And then Barkley gets hit in the face and they hit it, and it's like that. Ooh.
Poor Barkley.
She like
Poor
gives him a
Barkley.
thumbs up.
Barkley gives another thumbs up. He's like, yeah. His constitution is like off the fucking charts. 'Cause-
Plus 10.
Nothing will hurt him.
well,
But-
he was built to be the first boss of the game, so he has super high constitution and like no other stats because he's supposed to be not killing you guys instantly. So he's like legitimately like.
He's a sponge. He's a damage sponge.
He rises like a defensive angel.
Hit this button at halftime, and it will play a remix of like different pop songs and like upbeat music to get the crowd going.
Do we have the copyright for that?
No.
Okay.
Should.
I gotcha. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
No, don't say anymore, or else we'll get copyrighted. No, don't do it. Don't do it. That wrestler man will appear in this chat live and kill us.
Oh, yay! Finally.
And then this button, and she like gives Cassidy a side look. She hits the button, and Space Jam starts playing.
That's
This isn't even
ball.
basketball.
This isn't
That's
even
copyrighted.
basketball. You're out of here. All right, Abram, give me another dexterity check.
Oh, do I kill again?
Dude, we'll see if you kill again.
No.
You do not.
You hit Nyx in
You
the
do
face
not
again.
kill
Maybe.
again. You serve
Okay.
it, and Avery dives and hits it back up, and you're gonna roll again.
I thought I said he dies.
Well, he dives with the V sound,
That's fine. 19.
and you nail it back to him, and you've just got this nice volley going. It goes for about 8 sets before I'm afraid Daniel drops the ball.
That's fine.
Daniel.
I'm looking very intensely at Avery.
Damn, Daniel.
I think he looks at you, and he kind of like gives you like a little bit of a squint, like what you doing?
Nyx is like biting her lip, kind of like in suspense, but like watching like Avery play.
Well, eventually he breaks eye contact, just wipes the sweat off his brow with his wristband thing.
All right. I think club activities eventually come to an end. Gant rolls up his sketchbook and kind of darts away, like basically as soon as possible, as he does. Jessica
I was
comes
gonna
through.
attack him.
Were you what? I mean, if you want,
Flee while you can.
you can talk with him, and if you want to catch up with him, but please don't attack the
No.
NPCs. Yeah, I think everybody packs up and gets ready to go home, and you guys do as well, unless you have something to say.
Nyx just does one more sound check before shutting things down for the day.
Nice.
Still fucking in the soccer field. I mean, I'm still in the soccer field, not fucking in the soccer field.
cannot
Fucking in the soccer
Fucking
field.
in the soccer field. I accidentally opened a piece of software that. Help.
Uh-oh.
I've
no.
done so many
Oh, no.
horrible things. I opened up Voxel, and in my effort to turn it off, I have turned off every other application.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm coming back. Don't worry. We're still recording. Go away, Voxel!
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Black screen of death. The blackness
Do I
descends
see
upon the
Aurelio
town.
outside?
You've just seen him. Yeah, he's been. I think he popped in with. You saw him when Merwin went out to go check on him, like through the doorway.
What is he doing?
He's just sitting in the
What are you
grass.
doing? You're still sitting there?
Is it still daylight?
No, yes, it's dusk.
Well, then I'm still kind of reading, but like, kind of not.
Yeah, it's getting dark. I come out there. I'm coming out here. Out there.
Abram says to himself,
I'm coming out
here."
there.
Hey guys, I'm coming out.
Oh,
Azura, nice ass.
that's it. And then he leaves. Yeah, he slaps Azura on the ass, and then he goes outside
Okay.
to approach Aurelio. And he's just
Aurelio
like,
is
it's getting
approached.
dark.
Yeah, I had a weird talk with Merwin.
Oh. Well, every talk's kind of weird with Merwin.
Right, but he forgot where he lived.
I guess he's kind of old.
But he kept. He doesn't live in the city though.
No,
that's what
he
he's
always
been-
talks about being in the country. He said he lived in the city.
Yeah, he said he told us yesterday that too, that he lived in the, but he doesn't live in the city.
I'm assuming you get the feeling that this wasn't just a slip of the tongue.
2 days in a row, and he only noticed it when I said something. Maybe he's getting sick or something?
Well, I hope not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Yeah, I just, I like him, so I hope he's not feeling too bad or anything. Oh well, I guess it is time to head back.
Yes, I think so.
Where's Nyx, by the way?
She's been hanging out back by the.
Did I ask you, DM?
Fuck you.
Abram says. And now the voice of God has been silenced. It's okay, Dean. Well, that being said, she's hanging out somewhere, so Abram knows that she is not around nearby, too close. Last time I noted her presence was when she was in the sound booth.
Does Abram call it that? Does he say out loud? Noted.
Yes. Well, because he didn't see her, he just knew she was
Okay.
up there because the sounds were like fucking going off and
I
being
see.
loud and shit.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, as long.
Actually, you notice that the sounds haven't gone off for a little while.
Well, that's why he said the last time. I don't know where she is now.
She
You
fucking
continue.
fell asleep on it. No, I mean,
I don't-
she's still there.
She's-
She's still playing
she's
with the
dead.
noises. That's what she's saying. Let's go get her.
Well, wait, you want to find her?
Yeah, it's getting dark.
What about it?
Well, she shouldn't walk home alone at night.
Abram thinks about how she was like, we're not even friends. But
Oh.
he just kind of sighs and he
Let's
adjusts
go.
his bag on his shoulder and follows Aurelio begrudgingly.
We'll get you home in time for your whatever, your dinner, and then you can go and have the tournament tomorrow. But we gotta go find Nix. Nima.
Nima.
Nima
Fine.
Sarzella. Let's go.
If you insist.
It's pretty easy to find Seema because she's just inside the gym, getting ready to go. She wasn't too far away from you guys.
Uh-huh.
Then what was she doing? Because
Still making
She's
noises?
just like rolling
No,
up
she said. I
wires
thought
and
she
getting
said
stuff
she
ready to
wasn't,
go.
yeah. She specifically said she wasn't making noises, so I
Oh,
thought
she
she
wasn't.
just died.
Yeah.
And she's rolling up cords and like turning off the mics and the soundboard.
Alright, well, Aurelio heads the fuck up to her.
She's like lost in thought. She doesn't notice you at first.
He sticks out a hand and then just kind of waves it in front of her face.
Huh? Oh,
Yo,
yeah, what?
it's getting late. Me and Abram came, so we figured we'd walk you to your dad.
Oh, yeah, sure. She puts the cords underneath the soundboard, grabs her backpack, and kind of walks with them.
Alrighty. Well, Seema, I know you don't really want to hear this, but I told Abram, I figured you should know too,
I heard.
about Merwin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she like looks at her left hand, and, like makes a fist with it, and then lets it go, and does that a couple of times.
Is something wrong, Nix?
That was so weird.
I
Huh?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I caught the kickball today, and it popped.
What? Can
It's probably just old equipment, right?
Aurelio kind of looks at Abram like, can it?
Abram holds
Do
out
that?
his hand to Nix.
Which one?
His right? Wait. Yeah. No. Whatever one that would make her fucking take it with her left hand.
She takes his hand with her left hand.
Oh, you guys are holding hands. Now what the fuck is up?
What the fuck is up?
What's he doing?
DM, is my hand crushed?
No.
Okay.
Use your hand.
Well, then he waits for her to like squeeze it, and when it doesn't like kill him instantly, he lets go, and he's like,
I don't know. It's weird. It's probably just old equipment. I mean, get funded for just the football team, even though we could use a couple of stage mics and new
Wow.
plumbing.
There's a lot of weird coincidences happening today, I suppose. Someone died. Who
died?
was it? It was
It
Aurelio.
was Aurelio. Aurelio died.
May he rest in peace. Old Lang Syne.
What? Isn't that the New Year's song? Oh, wait.
Oh.
no. That's cute.
Mhm.
New Year's. That's the theme song. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back. Are you
Hello.
okay?
Snorling.
No, my internet's like going crazy.
Nah, it's okay. So what do you guys do? Do you guys head home?
Yeah, I guess, unless we're going to the forest. That's the only other place of interest in our lives.
Seema's not going to go to the
We
forest.
should probably
Yeah.
go
As
home for
waiting.
this night.
Yeah, let's go home.
Yeah, it starts to get pretty dark, and you head home. It becomes.
Do you guys need a lift?
They stare at her.
That's pretty much it. That's all my silence could convey.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to ride home?
Aurelia looks at Abram and then looks at Nix and then
Abram
at
looks around where but there's no car here. What are you
Am I
talking?
being
Oh, with
punked?
with your dad.
Yeah. I don't drive. I don't have my license.
Would your dad be okay with it after I burst into your home?
You went to her house.
That's a different story. That's a different story, Abram.
I mean,
Uh.
it should be okay, and it is getting dark, and he is a teacher.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Thank you.
All right. She goes and looks for her dad's car.
Okay. Doesn't take you long to find it. It's in the same usual place that it always is.
It's a nice car too.
It is. It's a pretty nice car. It's like
Heated seats.
Mr. Arzella is happy to see you all and invites you into his car and drops all you off in turn based around who's closest and who's farthest. Aurelio, you are gone first, leaving just Abram and Seema for a while. Wow, it's so hard. And then eventually Abram is dropped off out at front of his own place, and then they disappear on the cul-de-sac and are on their way home themselves.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Aurelio, you head back inside, and Gramps immediately, who is that?
Oh, that was
I had some sick wheels.
oh, that was a friend.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. Nice.
Seth.
Go
Sorry.
feed the lizards.
Feed the lizards. Seth is like, who is that out front?
Someone from school. Well, their father.
Oh, friend of yours?
Something like that.
That's all he says. Just like picking up the
Abram was
information.
also kind of like zoning out, thinking about today and then also tomorrow.
In the night, going to bed, you have strange dreams, but when you wake up, you can't remember them. It is the morning, 7 o'clock. Your alarms go off. The sun is shining through the windows. It's Wednesday. You know that today is the big game.
We gotta stop, Dan.
Oh, don't worry. Whoa, don't you worry. So I'm assuming you all head to school, presumably.
Absolutely.
Excellent. School it opens as usual, and you all head into your homeroom with Dr. Maxwell Tobias, and you all sit down in your usual places, but this time...
Excuse me, students. I would like to introduce to you all a new student.
And you are all introduced to this figure. Blue pants, white hoodie with like two like lines going up the zipper, like in parallel. Some really shaggy like purple hair though that covers a lot of their features.
I would like to introduce to you all Kay, you, and Sven.
And this figure just raises their hand and waves a little bit, and then goes to sit down more towards the middle of the room.
I guess I'll just die.
Shaped like a friend.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you are dismissed for your classes. What do you do?
Fucking talk to this kid.
Do you all
I've-
three?
I've been
Watch this from his
excused
date.
to go help set up the soundboard.
Robot. Okay.
Final checks.
Right, but before you do that,
She just kind of shrugs it off like it's just a normal everyday student.
understandable.
If it's not,
I just
don't
didn't want
get
you to
transferred.
accidentally, do anything. Okay, yeah, what do you two do then?
I introduced myself to K1 Sven.
Okay. They look up at you kind of like their skin is like really pale pale, and their eyes are kind of watery even, and they have these bright blue iridescent eyes. And before Seema can leave, they look at her, and then they look at Abram, and they look at Aurelio, and their mouth opens a little bit, but it's just like a dry like wheeze, and then they collapse on their desk.
Abram was sitting there, but he like
stop.
gets up. No.
Aurelio's like, he like grabs
Where's
him
the teacher?
around the shoulders.
Tobias Maxwell is like, oh my god.
God damn it, he's so useless. Yeah, lift him up. Is he okay?
Yeah, I just lift him up to
Seema
like
is
see if he's
running to get
awake,
the
and then
nurse.
You'll lean him back, and like his eyes are just kind of like wide and glazed over, and his eyeballs just kind of like darting around the room basically, and his mouth is kind of hanging open.
This is horrifying.
And you can't really even like.
What's his face look like? His expression?
You don't know.
does he have a backpack with him?
No,
Does he have anything in his pockets?
not
like
that you can tell.
medication?
Does he have a pulse?
She's going. She's gone.
You feel for a pulse?
Yeah.
You don't feel one.
Okay, of course not. What does
I
his skin
kind of
feel
like hit him on the face a little bit.
Very cold. You smack them a little bit, and like they shake,
See if he
and
wakes up,
they
yeah.
look at you, and like they squint really
He's
hard,
awake.
as if they're trying to see through you.
Okay,
What?
one's
I
fine.
have a headache.
Okay, we're going to the nurse. Aurelio just picks him
I'm
up and
getting
boink,
the nurse.
There we go.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna meet in
I'll
the
meet you
hallway.
halfway.
You take them to the nurse's office, and
Yeah,
they feel
God.
indescribably heavy. It takes two of you to carry this person.
Oh my god.
By the way, I just want to specify, because I know we're in an audio format, you can't tell this person's gender.
Okay.
Because they're a fucking robot.
Yeah.
And you take them to the nurse's office and lay them down on one of the chairs. And they seem to have just kind of like passed out at this point on like one of the comfy lay down like seat things. And the nurse is like just checking over their stuff and like making some phone calls. But like you're just kind of huddled around this person. Their face buried in their own hoodie and their hair just like the only thing sticking out. And they're just shaking and convulsing almost.
Oh my god.
I put a blanket on them.
He's having a seizure.
I put them on their side,
Okay, you do that. They're facing towards the wall now, away from you guys, which is
and I
fine.
put a wallet in their mouth.
Okay, they're not really convulsing seizure style just
Okay,
yet.
then just on their side. Just on
Yeah,
their side.
keep the wallet. But they are like shaking every now and then, and like they're damp. They are damp
Maybe
and
they're
wet.
cold.
She-
I put the blanket on the thing.
Seema has a cold, like towel, like one of those ice packs wrapped in a paper towel, and she's like dabbing at his like head.
Okay, all right. Nice. Yeah, that's very nice of you, I think.
Is the hood still up?
Hood's still up, yeah.
Take it off.
I'm taking off the hood.
All right. It's just a big matted mass of hair, of like purple hair.
No, just poor boy, creature.
This poor boy.
Poor boy creature.
It looks more like a man. It looks more like a guy.
Should we
Poor man.
call?
The nurse is
The
The
cold.
nurse did.
They seem to be like slowly calming down their convulsions and his shaking, and eventually he's just like heavy breathing, like in his sleep.
Do you have any allergies?
They don't. They're unconscious almost. They can't respond.
We just
So it
gotta let.
seems.
Let
She
them
looks at the nurse. Does he have any allergies?
Oh, I don't think so, he says.
Silas, Nurse Silas.
God.
Of course.
Not that I can tell. Maybe some kind of medication he took. I don't see one of those wristbands.
Did they not transfer medical records from his previous school?
Well, they have medical records indeed, but he's just a completely clean slate. But you shouldn't be concerning yourselves with this. He'll be fine. I've contacted an ambulance. They'll be here shortly to help take care of him in case he needs it. You three should
Okay.
head off to class. This isn't your thing to deal with.
I need to get to the gym. And she's like, kind of like backing up a little bit, like out of the room. And she
Yeah,
looks,
Abram glances at this person one last time before leaving.
and then she bolts over back to the gym.
I'm gonna sit here.
Okay.
Abram
has
kinda
no
thinks
friends.
back. Aurelio.
He has no friends here. He's new here.
He's unconscious.
But still.
Are
What
you
if
going
he
to skip
wakes up
class?
I mean, I'm sure they'll. What if he wakes up and he's afraid and alone?
Aurelio, please, I think you should be heading off to your classes. There's nothing more you can do. I appreciate your kind words, and I'm sure they will too when they wake up, but I think you should go for now.
Oh, okay.
Abram waits for Aurelio to make sure he actually comes along.
Aurelio
And then
wanders out. He's
Okay.
like, well, the robot boy will be fine.
We'll
It's just
see
a
him
boy.
again.
He's
Right.
cold. Like a robot, you know? Robot boy.
Mm-hmm.
He was cold and also has no fucking pulse, but that's okay.
Huh.
What do you do with the rest of your day until lunchtime?
Fucking scream into the wind.
I think that's where we're going to end it for the night.